Welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Eric. I'll be taking through this topic, geometrical construction. And for this particular subtopic, we'll be covering construction of an angle of 45 degrees. You want to see how that can be done by use of a ruler and a pair of compasses only. So we have a few questions to help us with illustrations on how you can construct an angle of 45 degrees by use of a ruler and a pair of compasses only. Of course, at the end of the lesson, we'll be having some questions in the form of assignment just to help us with practicing and just to help check on your understanding of the concept as discussed during this lesson. So an angle of 45 degrees is found by bisecting an angle of 90 degrees. It is half of 90. So when you want to construct an angle of 45 degrees, you first of all construct 90 degrees and then you bisect it. Remember previously in one of our previous videos, we have discussed about bisecting an angle. So it's something that now you're familiar with, and you should not find any difficulty should you realize that you are having challenges with bisecting of angles. Then you can check on our previous videos on the same, and that will be able to guide you all through on how you can construct an angle of how you can bisect an angle. So to construct an angle of 45 degrees, basically you will start by constructing 90 degrees and then you bisect it, and that will give us 45 degrees. So the following procedure can be used to help construct an angle of 45 degrees. Of course, now the line must be there. So it depends on whether you want to construct it here or there. It depends on the way the question is framed. So let's see. So supposedly you wanted to construct it here. So what you do, number one, is to create a perpendicular bisector of the line PQ. A perpendicular bisector, meaning a line that is dividing the line PQ into two equal parts, and then it is perpendicular to the line PQ. So that is what you do. You use this as the center, you make an arc up there and an arc down here. Shifting this as the center, make an arc to cut the first arc. So you'll call these ones X and Y. Then you'll join X to Y. That is what you call a perpendicular bisector. Remember not to adjust the pair of compasses. Remember not to change the radius of the pair of compasses. So when you make an arc here and you make an arc there, the same radius should be used when you shift the center to this other side. An arc and another arc. Where the arcs meet, that is a perpendicular bisector. So that is how you'll draw the perpendicular bisector. That is what you're supposed to do with this. So you can see, done here, done there. See? So you can call this X and Y. So you just join this, You can see we are now joining. So how we are able to construct 45 degrees. We're going to use this principle here. Let me explain the principle that we are using. This is the principle that we are using. We're saying that if this is 90 degrees, because this is what we have constructed. We have started by constructing a perpendicular, to a line. So if this is 90 degrees, and then this line is equal to this line here, the side here is equal to that side, then this triangle qualifies to be called an isosceles triangle, and therefore the base angles here are supposed to be equal. So this is 45 degrees. This is also equal to 45 degrees. You see. So I have this point already, so I'll just make sure that this is my P and this is the point of intersection. I can even call it M. Okay, so I'll just make sure that I have a line here and I have a line here. You see. So I'll use this as the center. Maybe it is M, and the radius should be PM. See, so I'm using M as the center. Radius is, so I'll make sure that this is the radius. So I'll just make an arc there. Then I join P to, so maybe this could be N. I join P to N. So if I join P to N, the angle I make down here will be 45 degrees. So long as this is equal to that, this 45 degrees, so I shall have constructed 45 degrees. That is if I wanted to construct it here. If not, if I wanted to construct on this other side, I'll do the same thing, just radius will be MQ. So you make an arc there, you call it N, and then you join Q to N. You shall have constructed the angle 45 degrees at Q. So that is basically what's supposed to be done. So you master that procedure. Yes, so you can see we are making an arc. So this radius here is the same as P, M, assuming the point of intersection there is M. And so if you join P to M, P to, let's say this is N up here. If you join P to N up there, the angle you'll form here will be 45 degrees. If you join Q to the angle, so it depends on where you want to construct 45 degrees. Let's see. And so you can see we are doing the joining, and that is how we are able to get 45 degrees here. So take note that this one must be equal to that distance there. These distances must be the same, so that you end up with 45 degrees. So if you want to form the 45 degrees at P, you'll join P2 to C up there. If you want to construct 45 degrees from Q, it is Q that you'll join to the other side. So using a rule and a pair of compasses only, construct triangle ABC. Angle ABC is 45 degrees. AB is 3 centimeters. So let me start with AB. So I start with A here, then B, and so we need to construct. So we need to construct 45 degrees at B. So I will have to draw a perpendicular bisector first. So I'll use B as the center and a convenient radius. So I'll make an arc up there. So let me push this line up a bit. So A is here, then B is here. Then I use B as the center. So I'll make an arc down here and an arc up here. Then I shift the center to A. I will also make an arc here and another arc down here. So we make an arc up there and then we make another one down here. Then we shift the center to A. So we will make an arc up there and another one down here. And so you join this. So I can call this M. So if I want to draw the 45 degrees at point B, then I will use the radius as MB, and then you make an arc up there, and so you're going to join B to that point that way. So you shall have constructed 45 degrees. So take note that this distance here from M to B should be the same distance from N here to M. Then of course BC should be 4 centimeters. So 4 centimeters, you just measure 4 centimeters, then you make an arc, and then you join now A to C. You shall have constructed your triangle ABC. So you have one here to attempt together with the assignment that is given. So you can always attempt when necessary, when that can be soonest possible. Otherwise, that marks the end of the lesson. Until next time.